There are people who step into the world with appearances so unique that a single glance can make others stop in their tracks. But behind these extraordinary faces, bodies, and destinies lie not just curiosity, but stories of resilience, hardship, courage, and the longing to live like everyone else. In today's video, we'll explore 20 individuals with rare physical traits, people who have amazed the world while also sending a powerful message about the true value of humanity. What do you think defines a person's true beauty, outer appearance, or inner strength? Watch until the end of the video to fully experience each story. And don't forget to hit like and leave a comment sharing your thoughts. If you enjoy these unique, emotional, and inspiring journeys, subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss the upcoming videos. The life journey of Andy. A young man born deaf with Goldenhaar syndrome is a touching story of brotherhood and resilience in the face of challenges. Confronted with significant barriers to communication and social integration, Andy has always had a steadfast support in his older brother, Jameson, who was born with Treacher-Collins syndrome. More than just a close companion, Jameson serves as a devoted interpreter, helping Andy connect with the world around him. Their deep bond and mutual understanding have become a tremendous source of strength, enabling them to overcome life's obstacles together and share a meaningful message about family love. Javier Botet was born in Spain and is now recognized as one of the most unique actors in world cinema. At the age of 5, he was diagnosed with Marfan syndrome, a rare genetic condition affecting the body's connective tissue. This syndrome gave Javier extremely distinctive physical traits, an impressive height of up to 2 meters, a slender frame, elongated fingers and toes, and joints with extraordinary flexibility far beyond that of an average person. Instead of letting his unique health condition become a barrier, Javier Botet made a courageous decision to turn it into a one-of-a-kind artistic advantage. He moved to Madrid to pursue his passions in art, painting, and cinema. A major breakthrough came when horror filmmakers discovered his extraordinary body movement abilities. Without relying heavily on CGI technology, Javier could perform complex physical poses on his own, creating incredibly realistic and striking visual effects on screen. Javier Botet's fame quickly reached international levels as he appeared in numerous globally acclaimed films, such as the Rec series, Mama, The Conjuring 2, It, and Slender Man. On set, he consistently demonstrated professionalism, patiently sitting for hours to undergo complex makeup processes. Javier Botet's life journey is a vivid testament to courage and a positive mindset, offering powerful inspiration on embracing one's unique traits to overcome adversity and achieve remarkable success. Eli Thompson wrote a story of extraordinary resilience from the moment he was born, with the extremely rare congenital Arrhynia syndrome. Being born without a nose or nasal passage was not only a major medical challenge, but also the beginning of an arduous journey. Despite facing difficulties in breathing and development, Eli always kept a radiant smile and eyes full of hope. His presence serves as a reminder that even when facing the toughest adversities, life still shines in a powerful and magical way. Eli's family devoted all their love to accompany him in overcoming the barriers caused by this defect. They turned their home into an environment filled with love, acceptance, and understanding. Instead of letting medical diagnoses define their child's future, Eli's parents chose to focus on every happy moment he brought. The unconditional love of his family was the foundation for Eli to grow up with confidence, proving that the bond of loved ones can soothe every wound. Despite his different appearance, Eli was a boy full of personality and a thirst for learning. He proved that communicating and interacting with the world does not just depend on standard physical norms. Eli's resilience in adapting to the world around him has inspired millions. His story is a vivid testament to human potential in overcoming adversity, teaching us profound lessons about patience and valuing every breath and heartbeat of life each day. The spiritual legacy Eli left behind goes beyond the scope of a medical story. It has become a hymn of intense vitality. He helped the community change its perception of those born with rare defects, promoting a spirit of tolerance and respect for individual diversity. Eli's short life left an eternal message: every human being who comes into this world is a special gift. Live fully, love sincerely, and never stop spreading positive light to those around us. JJ is a remarkably brave young boy who has written a fairy tale story of miraculous survival following a horrific accident at just 22 months old. Despite enduring severe injuries and undergoing dozens of painful reconstructive surgeries, this 4-year-old maintains an optimistic, intelligent, and joyful spirit. JJ's journey is not only one of physical recovery, but also a powerful testament to the extraordinary resilience of a young warrior, overcoming darkness to shine brightly. The companionship, protection, and boundless love from his family helped JJ overcome massive trauma, turning harsh challenges into powerful motivation. The young boy's story has become an endless source of inspiration about courage and a fierce will to live for everyone. JJ has proven to the world that no matter how difficult the circumstances, the human spirit can always remain radiant, resilient, and plant the seeds of hope for a bright future ahead. Iman and Sancha Mowat are British conjoined twins who made medical history with their miraculously successful separation surgery. Despite facing brutal challenges since birth and dealing with severe impacts on their mobility, the two sisters resiliently overcame adversity to build independent lives with the help of prosthetic legs. Their extraordinary journey is a powerful story of inspiring family bonds, a fierce will to live, and a longing for freedom, proving that no physical barrier can stop human progress. Do not just watch this story as passing entertainment, because the resilience of Iman and Sancha is a mirror reflecting the strength hidden inside your very self. What is your greatest challenge right now? And is it truly terrifying compared to the journey of seeking freedom by these British spine-conjoined sisters? Share your own story or perspective right under the comments to empower the community. If your heart was just moved by this fierce will to live, press like and subscribe to the channel to join us on the road to discovering the next vivid symbols of courage. John Allaire once experienced severe obesity, with a peak weight of up to 540 pounds, about 245 kilograms, forcing him to wear 8XL shirts and get weighed at a fish market because regular scales could not handle the load. Thanks to his determination and extraordinary effort in a strict fitness program, the 27-year-old man lost 310 pounds, about 140 kilograms, to bring his body down to 230 pounds. John's resilient story of overcoming adversity not only completely changed his life, but also became a powerful source of inspiration. However, his rapid weight loss left him with a massive 13-pound, nearly 6 kilograms excess of skin around his torso and arms. After undergoing surgery to remove the extra skin and reshape his body, he overcame this final challenge to embrace a healthier and more confident life. John's relentless perseverance and determination have shown the community that there are no limits to what a person can achieve when facing life's greatest obstacles. Rob Mendez shattered every boundary regarding the concept of limits when he became a highly respected American football coach. Despite being born with tetra amelia syndrome, a condition that left him without arms or legs, instead of letting his physical impairment become an obstacle to his dreams, he dedicated his youth to studying tactics and understanding every heartbeat of the sport. For Rob, the field is not just a place for competition, but a vast lecture hall where he teaches young players about strategic thinking, discipline, and loyalty to their personal goals. Each training session under his guidance is a valuable lesson in adaptation and creative thinking. Although he cannot directly handle the ball or demonstrate techniques with arms and legs, Rob possesses a sharp observational ability and superb management skills that unify players into a cohesive force. His presence on the sidelines is not just a symbol of resilience, but a testament that when the heart is passionate enough and the mind sharp enough, every adversity is merely a stepping stone for humans to reach new heights. The pinnacle of his coaching career is not measured by prestigious trophies, but by how he transforms ordinary players into champions of spirit. Rob Mendez does not teach his students how to avoid failure, but how to face it with the spirit of a true warrior. His story has spread across the world, becoming a source of positive energy for those standing on the verge of giving up, helping them realize that everyone can lead their life to victory if they know how to maximize their inner potential. The more he immersed himself in his career, the more Rob proved that one does not need physical perfection to make a profound impact on the world around them. He serves as a profound reminder that character is forged through the times we strive to overcome adversity to do what we love. With the fire of passion still burning brightly on the field, Rob Mendez is not just a coach, but a guide for dreams just beginning to bloom. His journey continues, inspiring others, individuals ready to stand up and write a new, proud chapter for their own lives. Tao Porchon Lynch is an American yoga legend born in 1918. Recognized by the Guinness World Records as the world's oldest yoga teacher with over 70 years of practice and 56 years of teaching. Despite being 96 years old, she was still full of energy, regularly leading classes for students decades younger than her at her New York studio. Not stopping there, at age 85, she continued to challenge herself with competitive ballroom dancing and joined her 26-year-old dance partner in rigorous training sessions requiring high flexibility. Despite major health barriers, such as undergoing a total hip replacement surgery and suffering a broken wrist, Tao Porchon Lynch always maintained an optimistic spirit and resiliently overcame adversity. She woke up every day thinking it would be the best day of her life, becoming a powerful source of inspiration for longevity and healthy living for millions around the world. Her story is a profound educational testament to timeless willpower, proving that the human spirit never has limits. Cassandra Naud is a talented professional dancer who always shines on stage with a burning passion for dance. The unique feature that defines her identity is a natural pigmented birthmark located under her left eye. Instead of trying to hide or remove it, as many might expect, Cassandra has chosen to love and cherish her difference. She sees it as a natural part of what makes her beauty unique, helping her stand out and feel more confident whenever she appears before the public. Many have wondered why she didn't choose medical procedures to remove the birthmark. But Cassandra's answer is always firm and empowering. She believes that the features deemed imperfect by society are exactly what create a unique story for every individual. Instead of hiding from curious gazes, she chooses to smile and focus on refining her talent. This attitude has transformed prejudice into admiration, leading audiences to appreciate not only her dance movements, but also the character of the artist behind them. Beyond the stage of a dancer, her journey has become a powerful rallying cry for anyone still struggling to embrace who they truly are. What if tomorrow you decided to stop hiding the imperfections that society chooses to label? Cassandra Naud's story is a resounding testament that your differences are the very passport that leads you to true freedom. Do you have the courage to fully embrace your uniqueness just as she has? Take a leap of bravery. Leave your thoughts in the comments section below. Hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss a source of life-changing inspiration. Your own story begins at this very moment. Amy Deanna is the first model with vitiligo to make history by becoming the face of the famous cosmetics brand CoverGirl. This autoimmune condition causes skin pigment cells to be destroyed, creating patchy, discolored skin areas that once forced her to face immense social stigma. Instead of feeling insecure or hiding the unique spots on her body, Amy courageously stepped onto the fashion runway to firmly assert her own distinctive and authentic identity. Amy Deanna's proud appearance in major advertising campaigns shattered strict standards and outdated prejudices about traditional beauty within the entertainment industry. Her journey of overcoming physical barriers offers a profound educational lesson on diversity, encouraging the younger generation to practice self-love and embrace their innate differences. This resilient story not only opened a new chapter for her career, but also became a powerful source of inspiration regarding life willpower for the community. By confidently shining in front of the camera, Amy turned her skin imperfections into a symbol of courage and relentless determination to rise above all ironic adversities. She proved to the world that true beauty always emanates from confidence and a resilient spirit deep within the human soul. Note that all information regarding skin pigmentation syndromes in this content is for educational reference only and does not substitute for professional medical diagnoses. When Noah Wall's story began in the UK, doctors prepared for the worst-case scenario as the baby was born with just 2% of his brain tissue due to severe hydrocephalus. Medical predictions at the time suggested that this child would likely not survive, or if he did, would remain in a permanent vegetative state. Yet, rising above all limitations and standard laws of medicine, an unprecedented miracle silently took place within this young warrior's body. Over time, brain scans revealed that Noah's brain had miraculously regenerated, filling his skull and reaching 80% of normal capacity, to the absolute astonishment of the entire medical community. This unbelievable revival could not be separated from the resilient, tearful journey and boundless love provided by Noah's parents. They refused to give up. continuously stimulating his mind and applying specialized developmental therapies to help their son explore the world around him. Thanks to that monumental protection, from a boy predicted to never see, hear, or speak, Noah gradually learned to sit up, chat playfully, and even practice walking. This miraculous recovery process offers a profound educational lesson on the infinite potential of human beings, proving that love is the most powerful medicine to nurture life. Noah Wall's resilient presence turned him into a vivid symbol of a fierce will to live, spreading immense inspiration to millions of people globally. His story not only provides noble, humane entertainment, but also opens new perspectives for neuroscience regarding the body's self-healing capabilities. Despite remaining physical barriers, Noah always maintains a radiant smile, an admirable optimistic spirit, and a desire to learn every single day. The young boy has proven to the world that even when the chance is just 2%, human determination can still right the unthinkable. The narrative of Noah's life continues to take longer strides as the boy constantly challenges himself with new developmental milestones, planting seeds of hope for families with young children facing medical adversity. This journey reminds the community to cherish the value of faith and infinite perseverance in the face of life's storms. Please note that all medical information and neuroscientific data mentioned in this content are for educational reference only and absolutely do not substitute for diagnoses, treatment plans, or advice from specialized doctors. Hailing from Texas, USA. A woman named Tanya Herbert caught international media attention for possessing an incredibly unique physical trait with a foot length of over 33 centimeters. This extraordinary measurement officially earned her a spot in the Guinness World Records for the world's largest feet on a living female. With a towering height of nearly 2 meters and requiring the largest men's shoe sizes, Tanya once experienced many inconveniences in daily life, especially finding female shoes that fit her. Instead of feeling insecure or closing herself off from the talk and curious stares of those around her, Tanya courageously faced her uniqueness and turned it into a symbol of confidence. She utilized her world record fame to connect with fashion brands, speaking out powerfully to encourage the manufacturing of diverse clothing and footwear sizes for plus-sized women. This journey carries a profound educational meaning about respecting personal identity, inspiring everyone to boldly love and take pride in their original bodies. Tanya's resilience and positive attitude toward life not only bring laughter and wholesome entertainment to fans, but also spread immense inspiration to the community about an optimistic spirit rising above adversity. She proved that unique traits are never barriers holding humans back from living a fulfilling life and contributing good values to society. Please note that all information regarding body metrics and anatomy mentioned in this content is for educational reference only, fully complying with community policies and encouraging no dangerous behavior. That hospital room held more than doctors and medical equipment. It became the setting for a decision many adults would struggle to make. Ethan D'Amato, living with neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, had already faced challenges far beyond what most children ever experience. His condition caused severe tumors to develop on his face, significantly affecting his daily life. When surgery was presented as an option, it was not simply a medical procedure. It was a turning point that could potentially reshape Ethan's future forever. What made this story extraordinary was that Ethan viewed the decision differently from what many might expect. The surgery could potentially change his appearance, but it also carried the risk of permanent nerve damage that might affect his ability to smile and show facial expressions. For many people, appearance might seem like the first priority, but Ethan chose to protect something that held deeper meaning for him. At such a young age, he demonstrated remarkable wisdom in understanding that joy, emotional expression, and human connection can matter far more than outward standards of appearance. Ethan's story is not about rejecting medicine or resisting change. It is about the right to choose what matters most to you. In a world that often places enormous value on appearance, his decision reminds us that human worth cannot be measured by looks alone. Ethan became an inspiration not simply because of his condition, but because of the courage he showed in listening to his inner voice despite pressure and fear. Sometimes, the greatest form of resilience is not changing yourself to fit in, but preserving the very things that make you who you are. Hailing from California, USA, a young woman named Chanel Tapper astonished the world with an incredibly unique physical trait, a tongue measuring 9.7 centimeters long. This extraordinary measurement, taken from the tip of the tongue to the middle of the upper lip, officially earned her a spot in the Guinness World Records for the world's longest tongue. This innate physical difference quickly captured intense media and public attention, turning an ordinary girl into the center of social media discussions. Facing sudden fame, along with many curious stares and rude comments, Chanel never chose to hide or feel insecure about her appearance. Instead, the young woman courageously embraced this one-of-a-kind gift with an extremely open-minded, confident attitude filled with positive energy. Chanel's resilience was clearly shown through how comfortably she shared her images and interacted with fans, turning the invisible pressure of public opinion into a solid advantage to assert her own unique identity. Chanel Tapper's journey into the spotlight carries a profound educational message about respecting body diversity and breaking conventional standard prejudices. She turned a distinctive trait that could easily have been teased into a source of immense pride, proving that being different is not a barrier but a launching pad if we know how to appreciate ourselves. Her story offers wholesome entertainment, spreading laughter and powerfully inspiring youth with self-confidence, encouraging everyone to boldly own their inherent uniqueness. Would you choose to hide in the shadows when talked about by others? Or would you turn your inherent unique trait into a world record launching pad to step into the light just like Chanel? This young woman proved that public pressure or rude comments are merely tests for nerves of steel and an open-minded life attitude. Do you have enough courage to embrace and love your body's imperfections or differences as proudly as she did? Share your most authentic perspective in the comments section below to empower the community. Do not forget to press like on the video and subscribe to the channel today so you never miss the next powerfully inspiring documentary features. The day Dean Clifford was born, his future seemed overshadowed by heartbreaking predictions. Doctors believed he might not survive beyond early childhood because of epidermolysis bullosa, EB, a rare genetic disorder that makes the skin extraordinarily fragile and vulnerable to severe injury from even minor contact. For many, that would have felt like a devastating sentence from the very beginning of life. But Dean did not grow into a symbol of despair. Day by day, he quietly began rewriting his own story through resilience that went far beyond expectations. Living with EB was not only a physical challenge, but a journey that demanded extraordinary mental strength. Everyday tasks that most people take for granted could become major obstacles for someone living with this condition. Yet Dean refused to let his diagnosis define the entirety of who he was. Reaching the age of 38 became a milestone that amazed many, especially given that his condition was among the most severe ever documented. His journey reminds us that human resilience can sometimes go far beyond what early predictions ever imagined. What makes Dean inspiring is not simply that he surpassed a statistic, but the way he faced life with resilience every single day. His story is not about glorifying miracles, but about reminding us that human worth is never defined by physical limitations. In a world often obsessed with outward perfection, Dean offers a powerful lesson in courage, adaptation, and enduring determination. Sometimes, the greatest victory is not living an easy life. It is continuing to move forward when life has never been easy at all. Edmer B. Sisson once underestimated what seemed like ordinary tooth pain, but the condition quickly became severe. A dental abscess became seriously infected, spreading swelling and damage, directly threatening his health and life. Rather than giving up, Edmer sought timely medical help, underwent persistent treatment, and endured the pain, proving that the power of human will can overcome even the harshest challenges. These serious complications serve not only as a warning about the importance of oral health care, but also as a lesson in resilience. Through each painful day of treatment, Edmer not only regained his physical health, but also strengthened his patience and confidence in facing challenges. His story has become a source of inspiration, reminding us to value our bodies, take proactive steps in caring for our health, and never give up in the face of life's obstacles. Jerlin is a young woman from Sultan Kudarat who faced a life-changing tragedy when her face was severely disfigured in a fire accident. The severe burns left not only physical scars, but also tested her spirit and self-confidence. Before the accident, Jerlin sensed subtle premonitions, as if an invisible warning hinted at the challenges ahead. Instead of letting the trauma defeat her, she persevered through recovery, sought medical care, and strengthened her spirit, transforming her pain into motivation to live optimistically and inspire those around her. On the basketball court, where height is often considered a major advantage, Stephen Ludwig, better known to many as Steve-O, captured attention in a way all his own. Standing around 5 feet 1 inch and living with Maffucci syndrome, a rare disorder that affects bone development, Steve-O grew up with significant physical differences, including one leg being much shorter than the other and asymmetry in his arms. But instead of seeing that as the end of athletic dreams, he turned sports into a place to prove that limits are sometimes shaped more by perspective than by circumstance. Steve-O's childhood involved far more than physical challenges. At just 7 years old, he also faced myeloid leukemia and was given extremely difficult survival odds. For many people, that alone would have been overwhelming. But Steve-O found freedom through sports. From playing golf with his father to shooting basketballs on the court, athletics gradually became the place where he built confidence and rediscovered the joy of fully living. That mindset helped him refuse to let circumstances define either his identity or his future. Inspired by Kobe Bryant and known for his energetic sense of humor, Steve-O now does more than play basketball. He shares his journey with millions on social media. What makes him inspiring is not his attempt to become like everyone else, but his ability to transform what some once viewed as disadvantages into a powerful personal identity. Steve-O's story reminds us that resilience does not always appear in dramatic moments of crisis. Sometimes it lives in the decision to keep chasing passion, embrace your differences, and make the most of the life you have. A sudden jaw pain while running completely turned Lorenz Drie's life upside down, thrusting him into a life-or-death battle with a vicious form of cancer. The harsh verdict forced him to remove part of his jaw and endure more than 30 excruciating surgeries. For 2 grueling years, while many would have given up after being unable to eat solid food and essentially living in hospitals, Lorenz made a decision that astonished every doctor. He maintained an intense exercise regimen right from his hospital bed, fighting fiercely to reclaim his life. Look at the deep scars etched on Lorenz's altered face to see a completely different perspective on the definition of beauty and strength. Instead of hiding from the world or collapsing over his changed appearance, he courageously brought his story to YouTube as a message of wholesome entertainment and profound education on the value of perseverance. Lorenz's videos not only record an extraordinary recovery journey, but also become a lighthouse illuminating faith, inspiring powerful life resilience for millions facing adversity worldwide. Medicine may have taken Lorenz's jaw, but it could never conquer his iron will and the blazing passion within him. His journey through the storm stands as a powerful testament that true human strength does not lie in perfect appearances, but is forged in the way we face and stand firm against life's harshest challenges. Let Lorenz's story remind us that when the spirit holds a desire strong enough, all physical barriers become meaningless on the path to reaching brilliant heights. Does Lorenz's story make you believe that human willpower can overcome any limit? Share your thoughts below, hit like, and subscribe to the channel to keep following inspiring journeys of courage and resilience like this. Turning the pain of exclusion into extraordinary motivation. Cyrus Dahl, a boy with cerebral palsy in Wellington, achieved a remarkable feat that changed his entire community. Refusing to accept rejection from authorities due to lack of funding, Cyrus used his advanced tech skills, operating a computer mouse with his feet, to launch a nationwide fundraising campaign. His perseverance and intelligence not only brought inclusive swings for children with disabilities, but also earned him the prestigious Welly Award, proving a powerful truth. When determination is strong enough, no physical barrier can stop you from creating a better world. Imagine the shock when every inch of youthful skin is suddenly overtaken by a cruel genetic syndrome, turning a 16-year-old boy's appearance into a haunting medical mystery. Mithun Chauhan not only suffers the pain of massive tumors ravaging his body, but also faces a fierce psychological battle as the world around him gradually pulls away. This is a bitter betrayal by nature, where a teenager is forced to grow up in solitude and learn to live with a physical form that even he can hardly recognize. However, hidden beneath that shell of cruel marks lies a will of steel quietly asserting its proud existence. Mithun does not let physical imperfections drown his dreams. Instead, he chooses to confront them head-on to prove that a person's value lies in the depth of their soul, not the smoothness of their skin. His journey is a powerful flame of inspiration, reminding us that even when pushed to the edge of destiny, we can still find light if we are brave enough not to give up on ourselves. Curtis Zy Keith Means entered medical history as a living testament to miracles and the fierce will to survive. Born in Alabama at just 21 weeks and 1 day old, the baby boy weighed a mere 420 grams and had a survival chance of less than 1%. However, defying the most pessimistic predictions of doctors, this tiny warrior bravely fought day by day in the intensive care unit. His miraculous survival brought overwhelming joy to his family, shattered previous limits of modern medicine, and was officially recognized by Guinness World Records as the most premature baby on Earth to ever survive. Imagine a tiny life weighing less than half a kilogram, facing a tangle of tubes and complications that could claim it at any moment. Yet Curtis defied the odds in a miraculous comeback, turning the impossible into reality and proving that the human will to survive knows no limits. This story is not only a remarkable lesson in the wonders of medical science, but also a powerful inspiration for anyone feeling stuck in adversity. Witnessing a record-breaking premature infant stand strong and smile at the world reminds us that every challenge in life can be overcome as long as the flame of determination never goes out. A car erupted into fierce flames by the roadside, and an 18-year-old boy stepped out with a completely disfigured face. His skin deeply burned, and his facial bone structure shattered after a catastrophic accident. That was the exact moment James Partridge witnessed his life take a dark turn, where stigmatizing stares and social avoidance became a daily torment for his mind. But instead of hiding in the shadows of self-pity, James made a decision that completely flipped the script by directly facing his scars. He turned his physical pain into a burning passion for action, founding the organization Changing Faces to launch an even-handed battle for the rights of those with facial disfigurements. James Partridge proved to the entire world that inner bravery and character are the ultimate measures defining a human being, not the outer shell. Until his very last breath, he continuously pushed for educational media campaigns, forcing society and mainstream media to shift their perspectives and respect the diversity of human appearance. James's story serves as a powerful source of positive energy, igniting hope and survival will for millions of people with facial differences globally. This extraordinary journey reminds us that scars are not the end, but can completely become the ultimate symbol of a resilient will and a beautifully impactful life. The stories we've just seen remind us that a different appearance never defines a person's true worth. What truly deserves respect is their resilience, courage, and the way they keep living and smiling despite facing stares, judgment, and countless challenges. Which story impressed you the most in today's video? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like if you found this video meaningful. And don't forget to subscribe to continue joining us in more extraordinary. Our world is quietly hiding individuals with physical transformations so bizarre that even modern science is left baffled. They aren't from another planet, they are living right among us. These mysterious genetic mutations are challenging the very laws of nature, forcing us to ask with a chill, what are the true limits of the human body? In this video, we'll explore the real journeys of resilient individuals, like the tree man with bark-like skin, the tallest man in the world who needs crutches to walk, or the actor who turned Marfan syndrome into a superpower to play monsters. If you're ready for fascinating perspectives without exaggeration, hit like, subscribe to the channel for more amazing stories, comment your thoughts below, and let's explore responsibly. Thomas Quasthoff is one of the greatest baritone singers in 21st century classical music, proving that true musical talent has no physical limitations. Due to the effects of thalidomide taken by his mother during pregnancy, Thomas was born in Germany with severe limb differences. He stands about 1.34 meters tall and has no arms, with hands emerging directly from his shoulders. Despite his distinctive physical condition, Thomas early on revealed a deep passion for music and possessed a rare, rich, and powerful bass baritone voice. His journey in the world of music was far from easy. When he applied to a local conservatory, he was rejected because he could not play the piano, at the time a mandatory requirement. Refusing to give up, Thomas chose to study voice privately with teachers and also pursued a law degree to secure his future. His perseverance paid off when he won the prestigious ARD International Music Competition in Munich in 1988. This achievement opened the doors to a remarkable career, leading him to perform on some of the world's most prestigious stages, including Carnegie Hall and the Vienna State Opera. With his refined technique and deeply expressive performances, Thomas won 3 Grammy Awards and earned immense respect from both colleagues and audiences. After retiring from opera singing in 2012 due to health reasons, he turned to teaching and jazz performance, continuing to inspire younger generations of artists. The most profound educational lesson from Thomas Quasthoff's life is his unwavering belief in inner value. He teaches us that instead of focusing on what we lack, we should refine and perfect what we do have. He did not want audiences to come out of curiosity about his appearance, but to be moved by his music. His story reminds us that the greatest barriers are not physical limitations, but social prejudice and self-doubt. He stands as proof that self-respect and courage can transform a difficult fate into a life of brilliance and dignity. Through the image of Thomas standing confidently on stage with only his voice, we learn that when we achieve true excellence in our field, the world will listen and forget all else but the art itself. Abiodun Adegoke, often known by the nickname Big Naija, is a Nigerian basketball player who gained global online attention due to his extraordinary height of 2.36 meters. Born into a family with difficult economic circumstances, Abiodun's exceptional physical growth once became a major challenge, as finding suitable clothing, shoes, and transportation for his size was a daily struggle. However, instead of feeling insecure about his differences, Abiodun quickly recognized the great potential given to him by nature and made a firm decision to pursue a professional sports career. His journey is marked by continuous and disciplined training. He moved to Dubai to train at professional basketball academies, where he had to learn how to control his massive frame in the most efficient and agile way possible. Although his height gives him a natural advantage, allowing him to dunk without jumping, Abiodun still spends hours every day refining his skills and improving his physical conditioning. His dedication has helped him attract attention from scouts around the world, including those from top-level leagues. He has become a living example of turning a unique physical trait into a powerful competitive advantage. The key educational lesson from Abiodun Adegoke's story is the attitude toward one's differences. He teaches us that every individual has unique characteristics that we may initially see as limitations. However, with enough courage to accept ourselves and persistent effort to improve, those differences can become the key to success. His story reminds young people that You don't need to become exactly like everyone else. Focus on developing your own strengths and turning them into your unique value. Confidence and determination can help us overcome all prejudice and reach the heights of our dreams. David Roach is an inspiring Canadian speaker, author, and performance artist. Born with a congenital vascular malformation on his face, David went through a long journey from self-doubt and insecurity to fully accepting and embracing his appearance. Instead of choosing a withdrawn life, he bravely stepped onto the stage to share his personal story through engaging and humorous performances, most notably, The Church of 80% Sincerity. David Roach's journey offers a profound educational lesson about self-worth and the redefinition of beauty. He teaches us that outward appearance does not determine a person's value or happiness. Rather than trying to change himself to fit strict societal standards, David chooses to face the world with kindness and intelligence. His story reminds us that every scar or difference is part of one's life story. The greatest lesson from David is the courage to live authentically, encouraging people to love their own imperfections in order to find true freedom within themselves. Don't forget to like and subscribe to help us continue bringing you quality videos. Dylan Postel, born in 1986 in Wisconsin, USA, is a clear example of resilience and burning passion in the world of sports entertainment. From birth, Dylan was diagnosed with achondroplasia, which limited his height to just 1.35 meters. In a field where large physiques and physical strength are often seen as essential, such as professional wrestling, his small stature seemed like an insurmountable barrier. However, driven by a deep love for the sport since childhood, he never allowed his physical condition to limit his dreams. Dylan began his journey in small local wrestling promotions, constantly training and learning how to turn his uniqueness into a distinctive feature that captivated audiences. His relentless effort paid off when he officially joined WWE in 2006 under the ring name Hornswoggle. On the world's most prestigious wrestling stage, Dylan proved that talent and charisma can shine regardless of physical appearance. He quickly became a fan favorite thanks to his agile performance skills, natural humor, and full commitment in every match. Over his decade-long career in WWE, he made a strong mark through various roles, from winning the prestigious Cruiserweight Championship to participating in iconic and entertaining storylines. After leaving WWE in 2016, Dylan Postel did not stop, but continued to expand his career in independent wrestling circuits, as well as exploring acting and publishing his autobiography. His life story powerfully conveys the message of freely pursuing one's passion and refusing to be defined by physical limitations. Dylan's journey is not only about a small-statured man achieving great success, but also a powerful source of inspiration. Clear proof that confidence, perseverance, and a positive mindset can help people overcome any prejudice and create an extraordinary legacy. Tara Jolie is an American actress, singer, television producer, and a powerful inspirational figure in the U.S. entertainment industry. Born in Texas, Tara was born with achondroplasia, which resulted in her very small stature. Rather than allowing her physical differences to hold her back, she carried a huge artistic dream and a strong determination to conquer Hollywood. In the early years of her career, Tara faced countless challenges, as the entertainment industry often typecast people of short stature into secondary or comedic roles meant for mockery or entertainment. However, with her diverse talents in singing, dancing, and acting, she persistently proved her true abilities, gradually breaking down rigid stereotypes. The biggest breakthrough in her career came when she created her own path, taking on both the role of executive producer and main star of the hit reality TV show Little Women, L.A. The show gained worldwide attention and completely changed how mainstream audiences view the everyday lives, relationships, and careers of petite women, portraying them with authenticity, dignity, and depth. Her success continued when she made history as the first person with a small stature to compete on the highly popular dance show Dancing with the Stars, where she amazed millions of viewers with her graceful performances, outstanding athletic spirit, and unstoppable positive energy. Beyond the bright spotlight of her career, Tara Jolie is also known as a wonderful wife and mother, living a truly happy and fulfilling family life. She frequently uses her platform and personal voice to spread positive messages about motherhood, openly sharing her experiences in raising children and strongly advocating for equal rights for the community of people with small stature. Beyond that, Tara Jolie is also actively involved in charity work and animal welfare efforts, demonstrating a deeply compassionate and generous heart. With unwavering willpower, a burning passion for the arts, and relentless perseverance, Tara Jolie has broken through society's invisible barriers to take control of her own destiny and build a lasting legacy. Her colorful life journey stands as a powerful testament, inspiring people everywhere that no matter what form you are born into, with enough confidence, courage, and a positive mindset, you can proudly reach any height and write your own unique story of success. Brianna Warden, a resilient beauty from New York, USA, has turned major health challenges into an endless source of inspiration for the community. Diagnosed with neurofibromatosis type 1 at just 2 months old, this medical condition led to numerous tumors developing along the left side of her body, causing significant difficulties with mobility and bone structure. Throughout her journey to adulthood, Brianna underwent more than 10 complex surgeries, and even faced moments where she had to relearn how to walk and speak from the beginning. Despite everything, she demonstrated incredible strength by courageously overcoming a life-threatening illness 3 times. Rather than stepping back in the face of adversity and physical pain, Brianna chose to step into the spotlight. She went on to win the title of Miss Teen New York International 2013, and later became a national ambassador for the Children's Tumor Foundation in 2020. Through her voice and influence, Brianna continues to raise awareness about chronic illnesses, challenge social stigma, and encourage people to appreciate and love their bodies. Her remarkable journey stands as a powerful testament that willpower, courage, and optimism can help anyone appearing on Gavin's face, is the most brilliant proof that the darkness of illness must retreat before the radiant light of resilience and an intense longing for life. Prithviraj Patil, a young man from India, became the center of global amazement after being born with a rare condition known as hypertrichosis, often referred to as the werewolf syndrome, which caused his entire face to be covered in thick hair from birth. Instead of hiding from curious stares or social stigma, he chose to face life with remarkable strength and admirable optimism. Prithviraj's story is a testament to overcoming barriers and shining with confidence. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to support us. Dr. Michael Goodman is a living testament to the power of willpower and determination in overcoming adversity. Born with Treacher-Collins syndrome, a rare genetic condition that affects the development of bones and tissues in the face, Michael faced a difficult childhood. Because of his different appearance, he was exposed to stigma and unkind stares from society. However, instead of withdrawing in the face of hardship, Michael Goodman turned those challenges into motivation to pursue his dream of becoming a pediatrician, with the desire to care for and protect other children. His educational journey was a series of relentless efforts, as he overcame numerous reconstructive surgeries and psychological barriers to graduate from medical school and become a skilled physician in Indiana, USA. Becoming a voice for the Treacher-Collins syndrome community, he spread a message of compassion and the idea that human value is not defined by outward appearance. His story affirms that circumstances may shape the body, but cannot determine the future, and that when we use our own pain to help others, we find the true meaning of life. Patrick Doole, born in 1962, was an American man widely known as one of the heaviest individuals in recorded history. But his story is primarily a long journey of struggling against personal adversity. From a young age, Doole faced uncontrolled weight gain despite being an active child who even achieved the rank of Eagle Scout. As he grew older, his passion for food led him to become a restaurant manager. But this also caused his health to steadily decline. At his peak, his weight exceeded 480 kilograms, leaving him unable to leave his home for 7 years and completely dependent on in-home medical care. The biggest turning point in Patrick Doole's life came in 2004, when he was transported to the hospital through a special intervention campaign. There, Patrick Doole showed extraordinary resilience by firmly committing to changing his lifestyle. Through a strict diet combined with gastric reduction surgery, he managed to lose over 250 kilograms, an incredible effort that allowed him to walk again, drive, and regain the everyday activities he had once lost. The entire journey was documented in the television documentary Half-Ton Man, spreading a powerful message of resilience and determination to audiences. Although Patrick Doole passed away in 2016, his story continues to be remembered as a powerful testament to the will to live and the relentless fight for one's own health. A horrific accident at the age of 18 completely transformed James Partridge's life, leaving him with deep burn scars and a shattered facial structure. Instead of retreating into the shadows of insecurity, he used his unique appearance as a weapon to challenge society's rigid beauty standards. He founded the organization Changing Faces, dedicating his entire life to fighting for the rights and confidence of those with facial disfigurements, effectively turning personal agony into a powerful global movement for awareness. James Partridge was far more than just a recovering patient. He became an icon of courage, teaching us that the face is merely a shell, while character is what truly defines human worth. By appearing frequently in the media without hiding his appearance, he forced the world to confront the reality of facial diversity and learn to respect differences. His legacy serves as a powerful reminder that everyone deserves to be treated with fairness and respect, regardless of how prominent the scars they carry may be. Alba Parejo is a prominent Spanish model and activist known for her unique beauty and powerful story of resilience. She was born with congenital melanocytic nevus, CMN, a rare skin condition that left her body covered in more than 500 moles and large, dark patches of skin. Rather than choosing to hide, Alba transformed her physical flaws into a symbol of confidence and self-worth, proving that beauty does not fit into a single fixed mold. Alba's path to self-acceptance was far from easy. As a child, she endured dozens of painful surgeries for medical reasons and was often a victim of bullying and mockery from her peers. However, a major turning point occurred in 2016 when she decided to share her story on social media and enter a local modeling competition. Her bravery not only led to a victory, but also landed her in major publications, launching her professional career in the fashion industry. Today, Alba Parejo is more than just a face in advertising campaigns. She is a leading voice in the body positivity movement. She uses her platform to support the community of people with physical differences and to fight against society's rigid beauty standards. Her message is clear: embrace your scars and the marks on your skin, as these are the very features that define your unique identity. Don't forget to share your thoughts on these changes and hit like, subscribe to the channel to follow more interesting stories. A tragic accident involving a drunk driver left Robert Chelsea with severe burns and a completely destroyed face. Remarkably, he waited 6 long years for a donor with a matching skin tone, refusing to compromise his identity or dignity. His unwavering patience was not just a medical challenge, but a testament to an indomitable spirit, proving that human dignity can never be extinguished by adversity. In 2019, Robert made medical history as the first African American to receive a full face transplant. After a grueling 16-hour surgery, he regained his face, his smile, and his ability to fully embrace life once again. Robert Chelsea's journey stands as a brilliant beacon of hope, reminding us all that with absolute perseverance and faith, one can rise from the ashes of fate to create the most incredible miracles. A silent army of hundreds of tiny lymphatic cysts transformed Gavin Silvestri's jaw into a difficult battlefield since he was very young. These cruel lymphatic malformations not only invaded deep into his bone structure, but also directly threatened his basic functions, such as speaking, chewing, and swallowing. Instead of a clear face, Gavin carried the burden of deformity, turning each day into an ultimate test of endurance for a young soul. Have you ever wondered how a child can keep smiling while facing a maze of illness that slowly chokes his life away? The journey to restore Gavin Silvestri's appearance was an extremely complex medical race, where doctors had to use the most advanced techniques to remove each cyst while avoiding damage to sensitive nerves. Gavin became a true little warrior, undergoing countless surgeries and painful treatments to reclaim every centimeter of his face. The unwavering determination of his family, along with the extraordinary efforts of the medical team, opened a promising new chapter, proving that the combination of love and modern science can create miraculous breakthroughs even in the most critical situations. The legacy of Gavin Silvestri's story is not only about physical recovery, but also a powerful lesson about unbreakable faith. His journey reminds us to appreciate the value of health and courage, and that external imperfections are only a surface layer, while true strength always comes from a determined will to rise. Although challenges still lie ahead, the smile gradually returning to Gavin's face is the most powerful proof that the darkness of illness must eventually give way to the light of resilience and an intense will to live. The painful legacy of the Chernobyl nuclear disaster was etched into the body of Tim Mason, who was born without legs and with only one arm. Born in a radiation-affected region, he serves as a living witness to the horrific consequences of history, a body bearing the weight of past mistakes from his very first breath. Yet, instead of surrendering to the shadows of fate, Tim has proven that human will can germinate and grow strong, even in the most barren and wounded of lands. Adopted and raised in the UK, Tim Mason transformed his physical disabilities into a stepping stone to assert his self-worth through sports and a passionate lifestyle. He refuses to let a wheelchair or prosthetic limbs define his stature, instead using his smile and optimism to dissolve prejudices regarding his differences. Tim's life is a powerful message of boundless love and the strength of adaptation, reminding us that no matter how harsh the beginning, we always have the right to choose how we shine. Kiara Higgins faces a harsh reality as Perry-Romberg syndrome has caused one side of her face to gradually wither and shrink, looking like a painting being slowly erased. This facial asymmetry is more than just a physical deformity. It is a heavy psychological ordeal that forced her to fight for her identity amidst the stares of strangers. However, instead of succumbing to despair, Kiara bravely went public with her journey, turning her perceived flaws into a source of strength to connect with and inspire millions. Her story is a powerful reminder that true beauty does not lie in perfect symmetry, but in the resilient spirit and the radiant confidence of an indomitable soul. Ashok Shrestha faced a brutal reality as neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, caused massive tumors to grow uncontrollably, invading his entire face and claiming the vision in one eye. The sagging tumors not only ravaged his appearance, but also imposed a terrible physical burden, turning every daily activity into an ultimate ordeal. Behind that devastated exterior lies an extraordinary resilience, a steadfast soul fighting daily to reclaim light and dignity amidst the judgmental stares of society. Fortune smiled upon Ashok when he received support from the community and talented doctors to undergo surgery to remove the heavy tumors. The reconstructive process aimed not only to restore his appearance, but also to help him regain his vision and long-lost confidence. Ashok Shrestha's story is a testament to how modern medicine and human compassion can completely transform a destiny, reminding us that even when adversity obscures our vision, the human will remains a lighthouse, guiding us through the darkness. Jaspreet Singh Kalra has amazed the medical community and audiences worldwide with his extraordinary flexibility, far beyond the standards of an ordinary performer. Known as the Boneless Boy, he possesses a body so flexible that he can rotate his head 180 degrees or twist his limbs into positions that seem possible only through cinematic special effects. This incredible flexibility is not only a rare biological phenomenon, but also the result of relentless training, transforming the human skeleton into something soft and fluid like water. Jaspreet's journey is a powerful source of inspiration for discovering and mastering the hidden potential within each individual. Instead of viewing his physical differences as a limitation, he turned them into a high-level performance art to assert his unique identity on the global talent map. His story reminds us that with perseverance and a positive mindset, people can break through preconceived limits of the human body to achieve extraordinary things. Always cherish your uniqueness, because those distinctive traits are the key to unlocking success and influence. Is the true limit of human potential physical or in the mind? Share your thoughts in the comments, hit like if you believe in limitless potential, and subscribe to continue this journey of discovery. Stan Larkin faced a medical ordeal that seemed like something out of science fiction. He was diagnosed with arrhythmogenic right ventricular dysplasia, ARVD, a highly dangerous condition that causes severe heart rhythm disorders. To keep him alive while waiting for a donor, doctors made a bold decision to completely remove his natural heart. Instead of being confined to a hospital bed, Stan miraculously survived for 555 days without a heart in his chest. All of his vital functions were sustained by a fully synchronized artificial heart device weighing over 6 kilograms, which he carried with him in a regular backpack. Stan's miracle is more than just a breakthrough in biomedical engineering. It is a radiant symbol of an indomitable will to live. Despite carrying his life support on his shoulders, he refused to let go of his passions, even shocking the world by playing pickup basketball with his friends. Stan's story is a powerful testament that when possessed by an iron spirit and a fierce desire to survive, even the harshest biological limitations must give way. He wasn't just waiting for a new heart, he was mastering his life, even when his pulse was powered by a machine. Paul Alexander is an eternal symbol of human will against grim adversity, living inside a massive iron lung for over 6 decades. After the 1952 polio outbreak stripped him of his ability to breathe, he was confined to a steel cylinder to stay alive. Instead of despairing in his cramped iron cocoon, Paul proved that while breath may be restricted, the yearning for freedom and the power of the intellect know no bounds. Beyond mere survival, Paul achieved the extraordinary by teaching himself glossopharyngeal breathing, allowing him to leave the machine for short periods to attend university and graduate with a law degree. He broke all physical barriers to become a practicing lawyer, representing clients in court from a specialized wheelchair. The image of a man in an iron lung relentlessly pursuing justice is a powerful testament to the strength of discipline and the determination to conquer impossible heights. Paul Alexander's story is more than a medical record of endurance. It is a profound message about the value of life. He wrote his memoirs using a pen held in his mouth, reminding the world, "Your past or your disability does not define you." Paul lived a full and vibrant life, teaching us that even in the most dire circumstances, the human spirit can create world-changing impact through an extraordinary will to live. Williams Martin Sanchez Lopez astounds the world with his unprecedented globe luxation ability, allowing him to pop his eyes out of their sockets by a staggering 12 millimeters, approximately 0.47 inches. Thanks to a combination of loose orbital tissue and rare ocular muscle control, he performs this feat completely pain-free and without damaging his vision. This unique medical phenomenon not only landed him in the Guinness World Records, but also serves as a vivid testament to the miraculous and mysterious variations of the human body. Williams's story reminds us that every individual can possess distinct traits, turning a physical anomaly into a unique personal signature that connects them with the world. Wesley Warren Jr. endured a severe case of scrotal lymphedema that caused a part of his body to swell to a staggering 132 pounds. This massive burden turned simple daily tasks into agonizing struggles and isolated him in a world of physical and emotional pain. Every step he took back then was a grueling struggle, not only against the physical weight, but also against the stinging stares of social stigma. His ordeal serves as a poignant reminder of human endurance when faced with the rarest and most devastating medical conditions. After years of being a prisoner in his own body, Wesley found hope through a complex surgery that removed the growth and restored his dignity. This journey of rebirth celebrates the power of modern medicine and the courage to fight back against overwhelming odds. His return to a normal life ignited a flame of hope for countless others silently suffering through unspoken pain. He proved that no matter how heavy the burden, hope remains alive as long as we refuse to give up. The cinematic world immortalized Richard Roundtree as an invincible man of steel, yet reality dealt him a blow more grueling than any action script ever written. In 1993, while at the peak of his career, the legendary Shaft star received a diagnosis that left him stunned: breast cancer. At that time, the concept was almost a taboo for men, especially for a paragon of masculinity like him, making this battle not just about survival, but about shattering the walls of social stigma. Richard Roundtree's surgery to remove breast tissue and the devastating rounds of chemotherapy were not just a medical treatment process, but a turning point that transformed him into a true fighter beyond the screen. Rather than choosing silence to protect his superhero image, Roundtree decided to publicly share his truth in order to raise awareness and awaken the community. He proved that acknowledging vulnerability is not a sign of weakness, but the highest form of courage, helping millions of men around the world understand that listening to their bodies is the key to preserving their lives. The legacy left behind by this late legend isn't measured solely in box office hits, but in the countless lives saved by his decision to speak the unspoken truth. Until his final years, he remained steadfast in his mission to inspire, turning fear into action and transforming a devastating illness into a masterclass on extraordinary resilience. Richard Roundtree taught us a priceless lesson. A real man is not one who never falls, but one who stands up and lights the way for others through the darkness. Roy Sullivan, famously dubbed the human lightning rod, made history with a miraculous record of surviving 7 direct lightning strikes. From singed hair to temporary vision loss, each encounter with nature's fury saw him defying all odds of probability to reclaim his life. Roy's story is not just a medical anomaly, but a brilliant symbol of the indomitable human spirit, reminding us that the will to survive can overcome even the most unbelievable strokes of fate. Kailash Singh stunned the world by refusing to bathe with water for 37 years to fulfill a spiritual vow for the well-being of his family and nation. Instead, he maintained a fire bath ritual by standing around a large bonfire every evening, believing that heat and smoke would purely cleanse his body. This act serves as a powerful testament to the strength of faith, where a person is willing to forego basic hygiene to pursue a higher spiritual goal. Teresa Widner is a living symbol of the psychological phenomenon known as pica, in which a person consumes raw minerals, such as pebbles, instead of ordinary food. Over the course of many decades, she reportedly ate more than a ton of stones, viewing this behavior as a way to self-soothe her inner emotional turmoil. Teresa's story illustrates the intersection of micronutrient deficiencies, psychological trauma, and survival instincts, while also revealing the complex, hidden dimensions of human behavior and the deep desire for inner peace, even when such actions carry significant health risks. Thank you for following the inspiring stories of these resilient individuals today. Their journeys are not only a testament to the strength of the spirit, but also a reminder of the importance of understanding and unconditional love for children born with different appearances. If these stories have touched your heart, don't forget to hit like and subscribe to the channel so you won't miss any more inspiring and meaningful videos. There are faces that make people stop in their tracks after just a single glance. Appearances so unusual that many people would struggle to believe they're real. But the most astonishing part isn't how they look. It's the extraordinary stories hidden behind each of them. In today's video, you'll discover 20 remarkable individuals you may have never seen before. Stories that will not only surprise you, but may completely change the way you see life. Before we begin, if you enjoy powerful real-life stories that are emotional, fascinating, and deeply inspiring, don't forget to hit like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications so you never miss our next captivating videos. And tell us in the comments, can we ever truly understand a person's worth based only on first impressions? Let's get started right now. Julian Molina is a remarkably resilient athlete who has proven that human determination can rise above physical limitations through his deep passion for BMX riding. Born and raised with the absence of one leg from an early age, Julian never allowed that difference to become a barrier to pursuing what he loved. His journey was not built on ease, but on thousands of hours of hard training, extraordinary patience, and an unwavering, optimistic spirit. From his very first experiences learning to ride, he had to adapt and develop his own unique techniques to control the bike without the support of two legs. His passion for BMX led him to training grounds where he not only learned to perform impressive tricks and stunts, but also became part of a highly creative and supportive community. His exceptional bike control and fearless performances quickly captured the attention of both professionals and fans alike. Rather than hiding his physical difference, Julian embraced it as part of his identity, inspiring countless viewers around the world through video platforms. Every video he shares is not only a display of extraordinary skill, but also a powerful statement of confidence, pride, and determination in the face of adversity. Through his dedication to sport, Julian Molina has become an inspiring figure within the disability community, frequently participating in events and speaking engagements to spread the message of never giving up on your dreams, no matter how difficult the circumstances. He is not only an outstanding BMX athlete, but also a motivational speaker and a source of inspiration for younger generations. Julian's story reminds us that physical differences do not define a person's worth. What truly shapes success is a strong mindset and persistent action. Today, Julian continues his journey on his bike, constantly improving his skills, delivering breathtaking performances, and bringing hope and encouragement to anyone facing challenges in life. Samira Benhar faced facial fibrous dysplasia, which caused uncontrolled bone tumors and severe facial disfigurement, yet she never gave up faith in a brighter future. With extraordinary resilience and persistence throughout her treatment, she overcame both physical pain and self-consciousness to find herself again after challenging reconstructive surgeries. Her journey is not only a story of physical rebirth, but also a profound educational lesson in courage, reminding us that an iron will and an optimistic spirit can help humans triumph over the harshest adversities to reach happiness and fulfillment in life. Kayla Yakov is shaking the motorcycling world by defeating experienced opponents at speeds of 130 miles per hour at only 10 years old. A burning passion since the age of 5 drove her onto the professional track just months after convincing her father to let her take the handlebars for the first time. Currently, she is not only a child phenomenon, but also a symbol of courage, breaking all prejudices about age and limits to reach dramatic heights of speed. With a series of prestigious titles in hand, Kayla is steadily stepping on the path to becoming a true professional racer and asserting her position on the international stage. Her story is steel-clad proof that success never waits for age if we dare to pursue passion to the end with discipline and iron will. Note: high-speed racing is a dangerous activity, only to be performed by professionally trained individuals under strict supervision and with full protective gear at standard racetracks. Luang Pho Yai was a highly respected Thai monk who gained global recognition through videos capturing his daily life at the monastery. Despite his advanced age, he maintained a calm and peaceful presence, becoming a symbol of serenity and wisdom for millions of social media followers. His journey was not one of noise or spectacle, but one that spread through sincerity, simplicity, and his warm smile, bringing comfort and emotional peace to viewers around the world. Although Luang Pho Yai passed away before his 110th birthday, his life continues to leave behind a beautiful message about resilience, inner peace, and the power of genuine human connection. Mba Gotho, whose real name was Saparman Sodimejo, was a legendary figure from Indonesia who became widely known around the world for his remarkable claimed longevity. Born in central Java, his life was said to span many important historical periods of the nation, from the colonial era to Indonesia's independence and modern development. Based on recorded documents associated with his claim, Mba Gotho was reported to have lived across more than 14 decades, making him one of the most extraordinary longevity cases ever discussed in modern history. His life was not defined by fame or public recognition, but by a simple and deeply rooted connection to the village where he was born and raised. Throughout his extraordinarily long life, he was said to have witnessed dramatic changes across generations, as well as the passing of many family members and friends. To his family and local community, Mba Gotho was not only a beloved elder, but also a living reservoir of memories, life experiences, and traditional cultural wisdom. He was often remembered as a calm, optimistic, and gentle individual who maintained a peaceful spirit even in advanced age. In his later years, he received significant attention from international media, allowing his story of human endurance to reach audiences worldwide. Despite his age and declining health, he reportedly continued to enjoy simple routines, such as drinking tea and appreciating the fresh air of his hometown. Mba Gotho passed away in 2017, leaving behind a legacy as a symbol of human resilience in the face of time. His story reminds us to value life, cherish the present moment, and appreciate the meaning of a simple life amid a constantly changing world. Misao Okawa was a remarkable symbol of human longevity, spending her entire life in Japan on a journey that spanned across 3 centuries. Born in 1898 in Osaka, she witnessed extraordinary transformations in the world, from the early stages of modern society to the rapid advancement of technology and global culture. Her life was not defined by fame or public spotlight, but by quiet endurance, deep family values, a strong connection to tradition, and a lifestyle rooted in balance and harmony with nature. Misao Okawa's journey began in a family that ran a kimono business, where she learned the values of diligence and attention to detail from an early age. She married in 1919 and built a loving family with her husband, living through many of the world's historic turning points. After her husband's passing, she continued raising her children with resilience and compassion. Those who knew her often remembered her as a calm and gentle woman, with a warm smile and a sharp mind that remained with her even in her final years. She became a living example of a peaceful philosophy of life, one centered on appreciating the present moment and nurturing meaningful relationships. In her later years, Misao Okawa gained international recognition after being acknowledged by Guinness World Records as the world's oldest living person. Despite the global attention, she maintained a quiet and peaceful routine at her care facility in Osaka. Her longevity was often attributed to moderation in eating, a preference for natural foods such as sushi and fish, and especially her habit of getting sufficient sleep. Her mental sharpness and radiant smile whenever she appeared in the media conveyed a powerful message about the strength of an optimistic spirit. Misao Okawa passed away in 2015 at the age of 117, bringing an extraordinary and inspiring life journey to a close. Her life remains a meaningful lesson in kindness, patience, and gratitude, leaving a lasting impression on those who admire the beauty of resilience, longevity, and peaceful living. Violet Brown, the Jamaican woman who lived to 117, was recognized as the world's oldest living person at one point in 2017. What made her story remarkable was not only her extraordinary longevity, but also the image of a person who lived with calmness, strong faith, and resilience through major historical changes. Having witnessed nearly the entire 20th century, her life became a powerful symbol of adaptability, inner strength, and the value of maintaining peace amid the constant transformations of the world. Violet Brown's story delivers an inspiring message that a long life is measured not just by years lived, but by how one preserves their spirit through every stage of life. In a world of constant rush and change, her image serves as a reminder of the power of composure, gratitude, and faith in positive values. Her 117-year legacy is ironclad proof that inner peace is the ultimate weapon to defeat time. What comment would you leave regarding this extraordinary secret to longevity after witnessing her journey? Share your thoughts now, hit like, and subscribe so you don't miss out on these breakthrough, mind-shifting videos. Kane Tanaka was a remarkable symbol of longevity, leaving her mark in history as one of the longest-living individuals ever recorded. Born in Japan in 1903, her life spanned multiple eras, from the Meiji period to the 2020s. Her journey was not simply defined by the number of years she lived, but by her optimistic spirit, enduring perseverance, and deep love for life, despite the many historical changes and personal challenges she witnessed. Growing up during a transformative period in Japan, Kane Tanaka became familiar with hard work and dedication from an early age. Throughout her extraordinarily long life, she devoted herself to caring for her family, raising children, and actively contributing to her family's small business. Those who knew her often described her as energetic, strong-willed, and always eager to stay engaged with life. Even in her later years, she maintained remarkable mental sharpness, with a lasting passion for brain games like Othello and social interaction with others. Kane Tanaka often shared that her longevity came from simple, healthy habits. She maintained a calm mindset, worried very little, and placed great importance on proper sleep and a balanced diet. Her love for mathematics and lifelong curiosity also helped keep her mind active and engaged. Even after being recognized by Guinness World Records as the world's oldest living person, she remained warm, humble, and a source of strength for her family, inspiring millions around the world to embrace life fully. Kane Tanaka passed away in 2022 at the age of 119, bringing her extraordinary life journey to a close. The legacy she left behind extends far beyond records of longevity. It is a powerful lesson in kindness, patience, and the importance of nurturing an optimistic spirit. Her story remains a beautiful reminder that even a simple life, when lived with love, resilience, and a willingness to keep growing, can achieve something truly remarkable and inspire positive change in others. Isabel Wheel's story is a remarkable testament to the power of human determination in the face of adversity. At the age of 7, a severe case of meningitis caused multiple organ failure and a serious cardiac emergency. To stop the infection from spreading and save her life, doctors were forced to amputate both her arms and legs. At the time, Isabel was given less than a 1% chance of survival. Yet she fought with extraordinary courage and overcame unimaginable odds. Her journey stands as a powerful lesson in resilience, hope, and the strength of the human spirit. Seven years later, the 14-year-old from Derby stunned the sports world by becoming a national trampoline champion. Despite her physical disabilities, Isabel persisted in training twice a week to conquer new heights. She stated that cherishing her fragile 1% chance at life motivated her to never give up in the face of hardship. Her achievement is not only entertaining, but also deeply inspiring, confirming that limitations only exist within the mind, and anything is possible with grit. Not every world record is created through speed, physical strength, or spectacular athletic achievement. Sometimes, the most memorable milestones come from someone boldly turning their uniqueness into an unmistakable symbol. Benny Harlem, an American model, captured global attention with his striking high-top fade hairstyle, earning a place in the Guinness World Records in 2018 for the tallest high-top fade. But what makes this story truly memorable is not just the record itself. It is the powerful message of confidence, individuality, and pride in one's natural beauty. In a world where many people feel pressured to fit into constantly shifting beauty standards, Benny's journey offers a completely different perspective. Instead of shrinking himself to meet other people's expectations, he chose to celebrate what made him different. Benny's hairstyle is more than a fashion statement. It reflects cultural pride and powerful self-expression. His story reminds us that what makes you stand out is not always something to hide. Sometimes it becomes the very thing the world remembers you for. What makes Benny Harlem inspiring is not merely having a record-breaking hairstyle, but his courage to live authentically in a society that often favors conformity. His journey carries a meaningful educational message about self-respect, confidence, and the positive ways individuals can define beauty for themselves. Benny's success shows that recognition does not always come from blending in. Sometimes it comes from having the courage to stay true to what makes you who you are. Benny Harlem's story is a reminder that being different is not a barrier. It can become a source of strength when embraced with confidence and a positive mindset. Every person carries unique traits that set them apart from the rest of the world. Instead of trying to hide those differences, perhaps the greater lesson is learning to turn them into pride. Sometimes, the very things that once made us hesitate become the key to opportunity, inspiration, and a journey far greater than we ever imagined. Life sometimes tests people in ways no one would ever choose. Diwakar Bisoye, a 67-year-old man from Odisha, India, has lived for decades with a rare skin condition that caused thousands of tumor-like growths to develop across his body since he was around 14 or 15 years old. This condition has affected not only his appearance, but also made everyday life far more difficult. Yet what is truly admirable is that he has not allowed hardship to isolate him from society. Despite many limitations, he continues to hold on to the hope of living a normal life, proving that true strength often comes from resilience of the spirit, not just the body. His greatest challenge is the massive 29-kilogram growth on his thigh, which makes walking extremely difficult and forces him to rely on the support of his wife, Dobani, and their children. After 35 years together, his family remains his greatest source of strength and hope. His biggest wish is to receive surgery that could remove the growth, allowing him to walk more easily and regain greater independence. His story is not just about illness, but about resilience, family love, and the belief that even in the hardest circumstances, hope for a better tomorrow can still remain alive. At the age of 18, Crystal was pursuing her dream of becoming an actress when she discovered a rare tumor that was initially believed to be a small abscess. She underwent chemotherapy and major surgery that removed part of her jaw, right cheek, and teeth, dramatically changing her appearance. In the beginning, Crystal struggled with confidence and often hid her face, but over time she learned to embrace herself. Now, after enrolling in a drama school in London, she continues to chase her acting dream and hopes to prove that true worth is defined not by appearance, but by talent, courage, and determination. Not everyone is given an easy beginning, and for Joseph Reed, life brought unimaginable challenges before he was even old enough to understand them. At just 2 years old, he lost all 4 limbs due to meningitis, followed by a turbulent childhood in foster care. The combination of physical loss and emotional pain led him through some extremely dark periods as he grew older. Yet instead of allowing those painful chapters to define the ending of his story, Joseph gradually turned them into motivation to rebuild his life. If someone judged only by his early circumstances, they might assume his life would be defined by endless limitations. But at 34, Joseph Reed has built a life that many deeply admire. He is a husband, a father of 4, and maintains a full-time job with remarkable positivity. Loved by those around him and known by an inspiring nickname, Joseph has never built his identity around pity, but around resilience, adaptability, and self-worth. What does Joseph's story make you think about the limits of human potential? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel if you believe resilience is what truly defines a meaningful life. Some people move through life in silence, yet eventually make the world stop and pay attention. Marcelino Abad, also known as Mashiko, the Peruvian elder, became known for living much of his life in near isolation in the mountains. He grew his own food, raised animals, and sustained himself through his own labor, only becoming widely known after the age of 100. His story paints a remarkable picture of endurance, self-reliance, and resilience in the face of challenging conditions. Not everyone lives a life surrounded by comfort or modern connection, and Marcelino Abad's journey shows how remarkably adaptable human beings can be. What inspires admiration is not just his age, but his determination to maintain an independent life through the years. In an era increasingly dependent on technology, his story offers a different perspective on resilience, simplicity, and the power of relying on one's own inner strength. What makes Mashiko's story so compelling is not his late recognition, but the lesson it offers about human endurance against time and circumstance. A simple life rooted in labor and nature created a deeply inspiring image of quiet perseverance. His journey reminds us that sometimes the least-known individuals carry the most powerful lessons about resilience, adaptability, and the determination to keep going. The world can sometimes be harsh toward those who look different, but Chastity chose to respond with confidence instead of insecurity. At 32, she was born with tetra amelia syndrome, an extremely rare congenital disorder that causes the complete absence or severe malformation of limbs. For much of her life, she faced curious stares, judgment, and even ridicule from others. But rather than allowing those experiences to diminish her sense of self-worth, she chose to build confidence in her own way, turning her life story into inspiration for others learning to embrace themselves. What makes Chastity's journey so powerful is not only her resilience in overcoming judgment, but the positive message she shares about self-love. Instead of hiding herself because of negativity, she expresses her personality through makeup and self-expression, showing the world that beauty is not confined to one physical standard. Her story is a meaningful reminder that a person's worth is not measured by physical perfection, but by confidence, courage, and the ability to love yourself despite the opinions of others. That hospital room held more than doctors and medical equipment. It became the setting for a decision many adults would struggle to make. Ethan D'Amato, living with neurofibromatosis type 1, NF1, had already faced challenges far beyond what most children ever experience. His condition caused severe tumors to develop on his face, significantly affecting his daily life. When surgery was presented as an option, it was not simply a medical procedure. It was a turning point that could potentially reshape Ethan's future forever. What made this story extraordinary was that Ethan viewed the decision differently from what many might expect. The surgery could potentially change his appearance, but it also carried the risk of permanent nerve damage that might affect his ability to smile and show facial expressions. For many people, appearance might seem like the first priority, but Ethan chose to protect something that held deeper meaning for him. At such a young age, he demonstrated remarkable wisdom in understanding that joy, emotional expression, and human connection can matter far more than outward standards of appearance. Ethan's story is not about rejecting medicine or resisting change. It is about the right to choose what matters most to you. In a world that often places enormous value on appearance, his decision reminds us that human worth cannot be measured by looks alone. Ethan became an inspiration not simply because of his condition, but because of the courage he showed in listening to his inner voice despite pressure and fear. Sometimes the greatest form of resilience is not changing yourself to fit in, but preserving the very things that make you who you are. On the basketball court, where height is often considered a major advantage, Stephen Ludwig, better known to many as Steve-O, captured attention in a way all his own. Standing around 5 feet 1 inch and living with Maffucci syndrome, a rare disorder that affects bone development, Steve-O grew up with significant physical differences, including one leg being much shorter than the other and asymmetry in his arms. But instead of seeing that as the end of athletic dreams, he turned sports into a place to prove that limits are sometimes shaped more by perspective than by circumstance. At just 7 years old, he also faced myeloid leukemia and was given extremely difficult survival odds. For many people, that alone would have been overwhelming. But Steve-O found freedom through sports. From playing golf with his father to shooting basketballs on the court, Athletics gradually became the place where he built confidence and rediscovered the joy of fully living. That mindset helped him refuse to let circumstances define either his identity or his future. Inspired by Kobe Bryant and known for his energetic sense of humor, Steve-O now does more than play basketball. He shares his journey with millions on social media. What makes him inspiring is not his attempt to become like everyone else, but his ability to transform what some once viewed as disadvantages into a powerful personal identity. Steve-O's story reminds us that resilience does not always appear in dramatic moments of crisis. Sometimes it lives in the decision to keep chasing passion, embrace your differences, and make the most of the life you have. Thelma Sutcliffe, the remarkable American woman known for her extraordinary longevity, became a symbol of resilience after living to 115 years old. She overcame cancer twice and maintained an inspiring sense of independence, continuing to drive, exercise, and care for herself at an age many would find unimaginable. Her story sends a powerful message that determination and a positive outlook can help people face life's challenges with strength, while showing that staying active and embracing life can hold deep meaning at every stage of the journey. Thelma Sutcliffe's story also reminds us that age does not have to define the limits of independence or the desire to live positively. While many fear that aging means losing personal freedom, she showed that strength can begin with simple habits like staying active, keeping an optimistic mindset, and holding on to self-reliance. Her journey is not only inspiring, but also a meaningful reminder to value health, determination, and every precious moment life offers. How did Thelma's story inspire you? Leave a comment, hit like, and subscribe to the channel for more meaningful stories. Darius Simmons is a talented pianist whose journey serves as a powerful inspiration for overcoming personal limitations. Born with a congenital disability that left his hands physically different, Darius never allowed that to extinguish his deep passion for music. From a young age, he began exploring the piano, developing his own unique playing techniques by adapting his posture and touch to create deeply emotional melodies. His perseverance and belief in his own abilities enabled him to master complex musical pieces, proving that art is never limited by physical form. Through social media platforms, Darius shares his piano performances, captivating millions of viewers around the world. He is not only a gifted pianist, but also a positive motivational speaker who frequently spreads messages of resilience and optimism. His story reminds us that with a strong enough passion and unwavering determination, anyone can transform challenges into strength and shine in their own unique way. Sona and Mona Singh are rare conjoined twins from India who share a body but possess two hearts, two pairs of arms, and a single liver and gallbladder. Abandoned by their parents at birth, the brothers grew up in an orphanage and worked tirelessly to overcome their harsh biological barriers. Instead of despairing over their unique circumstances, they chose to study hard and pursue their passion for engineering together. This is a profound educational testament to brotherly bonds and the resilient will to overcome misfortune, asserting that physical differences cannot prevent human beings from seeking knowledge and personal growth. With iron determination, the brothers graduated in electrical engineering and officially became professional electrical engineers working for the Punjab state government. This event is not merely a matter of curiosity, but a powerful inspiration regarding independence and the ability of people with disabilities to contribute to society. Sona and Mona perform their duties, inspecting electrical equipment with seamless coordination as a unified entity, proving that solidarity and understanding can transform any difficulty into motivation. Their lives send a humanitarian message about pushing personal boundaries to build a bright future where persistent effort is always justly rewarded. Melanie Coleman was a talented and highly promising gymnast who left a lasting impression on the sports community through her endless passion and unwavering dedication. Born and raised in Milford, Connecticut, Melanie showed both natural talent and a deep love for gymnastics from a very young age. Her journey was marked by countless hours of intense training, pushing through demanding practice sessions to master complex techniques and perfect her routines on the professional competition floor. Through extraordinary determination, Melanie made remarkable progress in her athletic career, becoming a key member of the Southern Connecticut State University gymnastics team. In the eyes of her coaches and teammates, she was not only an exceptional athlete known for her impressive performances, but also a role model of discipline, dedication, and outstanding teamwork. Melanie consistently brought positive energy to those around her, inspiring younger generations of athletes with her optimistic attitude and unwavering perseverance in the face of the pressures that come with major competitions. Melanie's life was a powerful testament to pursuing passion with all one's heart. She deeply cherished every moment spent under the spotlight, giving her all to the sport she loved. Although her athletic journey was tragically cut short after a serious training accident in November 2019, the legacy she left behind remains profound. She is remembered not only as a gifted athlete, but also as a bright and inspiring individual who encouraged countless young people to believe in themselves and push beyond their limits. Today, Melanie Coleman's memory continues to live on in the hearts of sports fans through scholarships and educational funds established to support young athletes pursuing their dreams. Her story reminds us that even when life takes unexpected turns, the impact of kindness, dedication, and passion can endure forever. Melanie remains a symbol of true sportsmanship and resilience, a reminder that a person's worth is measured not only by achievements, but by how they live, love, and inspire the world around them. Andrea Raducan was a brilliant symbol of elegance and strength in the world of gymnastics at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. At age 16, she captured the hearts of millions of spectators with top-tier performances, demonstrating the masterful technique and resilient competitive spirit of a promising young star. Her journey is not only a story of natural talent, but also a testament to the rigorous discipline required to grasp proud international glory. At the peak of her career, Andrea faced an immense spiritual challenge stemming from an unintended error within the medical management system. Despite having no intention to cheat, she had to accept strict decisions from the organizers, leading to a profound debate regarding ethics and rules in professional sports. This incident became a costly lesson about transparency and the utmost caution required for athlete support teams. Instead of collapsing under ironic adversity, Andrea Raducan chose to face the truth with the nobility and self-respect of a true champion. She proved to the world that a person's true value lies not just in physical medals, but in honesty and the courage to defend what is right. Her resilience during that difficult period became a powerful source of inspiration for many young athletes across the globe. Following the events in Sydney, Andrea did not abandon her passion for sports, but instead channeled that energy into education and management. She worked tirelessly to build an impressive new career, contributing her wisdom and experience to the development of gymnastics in her home country. Her assumption of important leadership roles is the clearest evidence of the success of an individual who knows how to rise and shine brightly after harsh trials. Today, at age 42, Andrea Raducan remains a highly influential figure, continuing to inspire and share valuable experiences with future generations. Her life is a profound educational journey about maintaining self-belief and the miraculous ability to recover after life's upheavals. Andrea reminds us that while systems may fail, true talent and noble character will always be recognized and rightfully honored by time. Alexandra Hucci is a symbol of pure passion and the dedicated spirit of a promising young talent in the world of sports. Despite being only 12 years old, she demonstrated extraordinary resilience through hours of diligent practice, where every movement carried the ambition to reach the pinnacle. The sudden health crisis in 2001 was not just a somber note, but also a profound reminder to cherish every moment of life, encouraging us to always give our best for our passions and live fully with the dreams we pursue. The passing of the small Romanian flower left a spiritual legacy of courage and the appreciation of health values within professional sports. Her story has helped the community become more aware of invisible biological factors, thereby promoting more attentive and comprehensive care for the physical well-being of young athletes. Alexandra Hucci will forever be an inspiration of silent sacrifice, teaching future generations that a person's value lies not only in medals, but in a meaningful journey of dedication and strong spiritual power before the laws of nature. After witnessing all of these stories, what likely leaves the strongest impression is not the unusual appearances, but the extraordinary strength behind each of these individuals. What may surprise us at first glance is often far less powerful than the courage, resilience, and determination that truly define who they are. Which story touched your heart the most? Leave your thoughts in the comments below. Hit like if this video made you reflect, and don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications to join us for more real-life stories that are both astonishing and deeply inspiring in future videos. Have you ever imagined women whose appearances make the world stop and stare? From faces and bodies altered by rare congenital conditions to medical disorders you've likely never heard of. These women live lives full of challenges that most people couldn't even fathom. Yet what makes their stories extraordinary isn't just their difference in appearance, it's their inner strength, resilience, and fierce determination to live fully, overcoming every prejudice, curious gaze, and daily hardship. In today's video, we'll dive into the inspiring journeys of 20 women with disfigured appearances, exploring how they face society, overcome pain, and turn challenges into empowering sources of inspiration. If you're new to the channel, hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell now so you don't miss these surprising, moving stories and the valuable life lessons they reveal. Are you ready to be amazed and inspired? A major turning point came when an unexpected traffic accident forced Paola Antonini to adjust the course of her life and adapt to using a mobility aid on her left leg. Facing immense physical and emotional challenges at the cusp of a promising career, the young Brazilian made the courageous choice not to surrender to fate. Rather than retreating into regret, she embraced her new reality with a proactive and positive mindset. This strong determination opened a completely new chapter, transforming adversity into a launchpad for extraordinary achievements. The advent of modern bionic technology allowed her to make a proud comeback on prestigious fashion runways. Her high-tech prosthetic legs, with their bold and angular designs, became more than mere medical aids. They were transformed into statement accessories, symbolizing strength and individuality. Walking confidently and showcasing her imperfect beauty publicly quickly turned her into a powerful fashion icon. This innovative mindset challenged the rigid standards of traditional beauty in the entertainment and fashion industries. By actively sharing her recovery journey and vibrant lifestyle on social media, she has built an invaluable platform for inspiration and education. Short videos capturing her engaging in sports, dancing, or traveling convey a powerful message about taking control of one's life and overcoming personal limitations. Her natural, effortless optimism encourages young people to adopt a more open perspective on accepting physical differences, inspiring them to focus on inner value rather than the invisible pressures of outward appearance. This proud and inspiring journey has ignited a powerful flame of hope for people with disabilities around the world. She has shown convincingly that a physical challenge does not mean life stops. It can mark the beginning of a greater mission. Her resilience has inspired the growth of humanitarian support funds and raised awareness about equality and rights for all individuals. Paola Antonini remains a vivid testament to the fact that human courage and a genuine smile are the brightest lights that can shine through any storm. Hayley Birch, a 17-year-old from New Zealand, is a shining embodiment of iron will and the desire to conquer seemingly impossible heights. Her life took a challenging turn at a very young age when she contracted meningococcal meningitis, a bacterial infection that tragically resulted in the loss of her legs. Yet, rather than allowing this physical limitation to define her destiny, Hayley chose to view adversity as a powerful motivation to rise stronger and push beyond her limits. With unwavering determination, Hayley Birch consistently sets bold goals and tirelessly works to achieve them. She has shown the world that barriers exist only in the mind if we have the courage to overcome them. A major milestone in her journey came when she became the first person with a disability accepted into the rigorous training program at a New Zealand military base. This achievement is not only a personal triumph, but also a powerful message to young people everywhere that any obstacle can be conquered through persistent effort and resilience. The pinnacle of her perseverance was showcased when Hayley took on the challenge of ascending Waitangi Maunga. With extraordinary determination, she completed the climb in a record-breaking 22 minutes via the reverse route, a feat that earned widespread admiration. Hayley Birch's journey is not just a story of surpassing personal limits, it is an endless source of inspiration, proving that no matter one's starting point, with unwavering faith and iron will, anyone can create their own extraordinary achievements. Even before being born, Armani Milby faced an extremely rare medical challenge related to a congenital lymphatic condition. This unique disorder caused abnormal swelling in the chest and arms, earning him the adorable nickname Mini Hulk. The emergency required doctors to perform surgery at 33 weeks of gestation to protect his life. At birth, his tiny body weighed just 12 pounds, accompanied by very cautious prognoses from medical experts. Yet, this small life persevered with remarkable strength. Defying the grim predictions, the little angel has shown remarkable resilience, surviving the challenging early stages of life. He is currently undergoing an intensive treatment plan and preparing for complex surgeries to remove the swollen tissue, allowing his body to grow more normally. Armani's strength is a vivid testament to the extraordinary human instinct to survive, inspiring hope for families with children facing rare conditions. Though the road ahead remains long, his unwavering determination promises a brighter and healthier future. Natalie Colapietro, a 25-year-old wedding photographer from Massachusetts, and Ava Garnett, a teenage girl from Staten Island, New York, embody stories of resilience and human connection. Despite their different starting points, both found common ground in facing significant physical challenges. Natalie was born with a congenital defect in her left arm, while Ava lives with chronic pain caused by nail patella syndrome, a genetic mutation affecting her bones, joints, kidney function, and vision. Their paths intersected at She Lift, a special summer camp designed to foster confidence and pride in girls with physical differences. There, Natalie and Ava became more than individuals overcoming adversity. They became pillars of support for each other. For Natalie, holding her camera and capturing the happiest moments of couples is a way to affirm her limitless artistic talent and passion. For Ava, despite facing daily physical pain, the companionship of peers like Natalie has helped her learn self-love and approach life with greater optimism in the face of challenges. The story of Natalie and Ava is a powerful testament to how kindness and understanding can heal in profound ways. Their journey serves as a tremendous source of inspiration, reminding the community that behind every physical difference lies a courageous spirit, ready to embrace life with unwavering faith and genuine sincerity. Do you believe that kindness and understanding can turn challenges into strength? Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Then share your thoughts in the comments below. Rachel Winnard is a woman from England who has inspired the world with her optimistic spirit while living with an extremely rare condition called FOP, fibrodysplasia ossificans progressiva, the Stone Man syndrome. This medical condition affects only about 1 in 2 million people worldwide, causing soft tissues such as muscles, tendons, and ligaments to gradually turn into bone, forming a second skeleton around the body. Rachel's journey began when she was still a child. After a minor accident, her family noticed unusual signs, and she was officially diagnosed with the condition at the age of 12. Instead of letting fear take over, Rachel chose to face life with a bright smile. She does not see her illness as a sentence, but as a unique part of her personal journey. Although her joints gradually became fused, limiting her mobility, Rachel has always strived to maintain her independence and find joy in the simplest things. One of the happiest milestones in her life was her marriage to a husband who has always loved and supported her. Their love story is a testament to the fact that genuine affection can overcome all physical barriers. Today, Rachel Winnard regularly shares her story to raise public awareness about FOP. She hopes to empower others in similar situations, reminding them that it is the spirit that determines the quality of life, not the limitations of the body. Dubbed the Armless Mermaid by the international press, Giovanna is a symbol of extraordinary resilience, rising from a poor village in Peru. Born with limb deformities, her painful journey to walk on rudimentary prosthetic legs has touched the hearts of millions, attracting invaluable support from major medical organizations worldwide. Giovanna's story is not only a valuable medical record, but also a profound educational lesson about compassion and the power of community in supporting a child facing adversity. Her triumph proves that No matter how disadvantaged one's starting point, the desire to walk on one's own 2 feet can create real miracles. Alexandra Guadayo, a resilient 2-year-old girl from the Philippines, is writing a deeply moving life story despite facing the extremely rare ablepharon macrostomia syndrome, AMS. This genetic disorder, caused by a TWIST2 gene mutation, affects the development of the face, eyelids, ears, and fingers. With a global prevalence of less than 1 in a million, Alexandra's case marks a significant medical milestone, as she is the first AMS patient officially documented at the Genetics Institute of the Philippine National Institutes of Health. Alexandra's daily life is filled with health challenges, such as being unable to fully close her eyes while sleeping and experiencing limited vision, requiring specialized medical care and lifelong medication to protect her eyesight. Yet, beneath her unique appearance, Alexandra remains a playful, curious, and joyful spirit, just like any other child her age. Her journey is not only a courageous fight against adversity, but also a symbol of hope, drawing international attention to rare medical conditions while celebrating the boundless love and support her family provides throughout her challenging path to growth. Aaliyah Hart, a resilient young girl from the United Kingdom, is known as one of the most remarkable premature birth cases in medical history. Born at just 28 weeks of gestation and weighing only 340 grams, doctors once predicted her chances of survival were extremely slim. Yet, through incredible determination and the devoted care of her family, Aaliyah defied medical odds and grew up healthy alongside her peers. Her journey from a tiny baby in an incubator to an active, thriving teenager is a profound inspiration, demonstrating the power of hope and perseverance. Her story is not only a testament to the extraordinary advances of modern medicine, but also a valuable lesson in resilience, the will to live, and the hidden miracles within every person facing adversity. A mother of 2 in China has lived for over a decade with a severely disfigured face due to a rare, continuously growing tumor. Li Hongfan, 40, has faced social isolation as her face remained constantly swollen. The condition is a form of bone cancer that affects tissue growth. The disease began affecting Li in 2001 when she noticed a small lump on her forehead that resembled swelling. She initially paid little attention, as it caused no pain or itching, and did not seek medical care promptly. 4 years later, during a medical examination, doctors discovered that she had 7 tumors developing across her face. Rising above physical pain and societal stigma, Li Hongfan drew strength from her optimism and her desire to live for her 2 sons. Her story of unwavering determination eventually touched the hearts of medical professionals, sparking a meaningful humanitarian support campaign. A dedicated team of doctors came together to perform complex reconstructive surgeries to improve her appearance and restore natural function. Li Hongfan's journey stands as a shining symbol of courage, proving that love and humanitarian support can open a new future for those facing the most challenging circumstances. Lauren Draper, a resilient mother from the United Kingdom, has gone through an incredibly difficult yet deeply emotional medical journey that highlights the sacred bond of motherhood. During her pregnancy with her 4th child, Lauren developed severe polyhydramnios, a rare condition that causes an excessive buildup of amniotic fluid. This condition made her pregnant belly grow to an extreme size, so much so that many people around her and even online communities could hardly believe what they were seeing. with some even assuming the images were created by artificial intelligence. Despite intense physical pain, severe breathing difficulties, and weeks of hospital monitoring, Lauren Draper endured everything patiently, driven by her unconditional love for her unborn child. After an emergency C-section at 34 weeks, her baby girl Olive was born, but sadly faced a rare condition that threatened her health and caused respiratory failure, requiring intensive care. Prior to this, Lauren had already shown remarkable strength while supporting her eldest son, Hugo, who has a rare genetic disorder that causes developmental delays. The journey of Lauren Draper is a powerful testament to extraordinary strength and unconditional sacrifice, a mother who is always ready to fight to protect the lives of her beloved children. Do you believe that a mother's love and extraordinary strength can overcome any challenge? Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. Then share your thoughts in the comments below. Sierra Bernal and Sienna Bernal, twin sisters born in 1998 in the United States, have shared an extraordinary and heartwarming story about family bonds and resilience. Although they are identical twins, they hold a unique Guinness World Record. They are the only known twins in the world where one developed typically, while the other was born with primordial dwarfism. Even in the womb, this difference was already noticeable. Sienna was so small that doctors did not even detect the second fetus until the 6th month of pregnancy. At birth, while her sister Sierra Bernal weighed nearly 2 kilograms, the tiny life of Sienna Bernal weighed just over 0.6 kilograms. Beyond the challenge of low birth weight, Sienna also had to bravely overcome a series of congenital medical conditions from her very first days of life, including Dandy-Walker syndrome, a heart defect, and extremely small ear structures that required her to use hearing aids. She courageously spent 108 long days in intensive care, marking the beginning of a true warrior's journey. As they grew up, the physical differences between them became more noticeable. In adulthood, Sierra Bernal reached a height of 1.70 meters, while her twin sister Sienna Bernal remained at just 1.32 meters. However, the more than 38-centimeter height difference never became a barrier that separated their closely connected souls. Although they share similar facial features, their roles gradually took shape in their own unique ways. Sierra stepped into the role of a protective big sister, always standing up for Sienna against curious or judgmental stares. She has always proudly described the two of them as an inseparable bond. On the other hand, Sienna Bernal has never allowed her small stature to limit her confidence. She makes up for it with a positive outlook on life, a constant smile, and a charming sense of humor. Sienna has always found ways to overcome everyday challenges and has never felt envy toward her sister's life. Today, both of them are confidently continuing to write the bright chapters of their lives. Sierra Bernal is passionately pursuing an artistic path as a country music singer, while Sienna has become an enthusiastic social activist. She actively works alongside her mother to advocate for equal access to public facilities for people of short stature. The beautiful journey of Sierra Bernal and Sienna Bernal is not only a rare medical phenomenon, but also a profound lesson about family bonds. Their story is a powerful reminder that unconditional love, understanding, and optimism are the strongest ties that allow people to shine with pride and inspire others endlessly to embrace and value the uniqueness of every individual. Before becoming a face of confidence, Cassandra Bankson had to live in isolation and endure cruel words due to severe cystic acne that covered up to 90% of her face and body. The breakouts not only caused intense physical pain, but also made her feel rejected by society during her teenage years. For many years, she relied on heavy makeup to hide her appearance from the world, trying to conceal her struggles and her true self. Cassandra's differences were not limited to her skin. A routine medical checkup later revealed a surprising detail about her anatomy. She has uterus didelphys. This condition means her body has a unique biological structure, making it an extremely rare medical case. It also brought her challenging and intense physical